in any kind of political arena. Today's primary day. It's important you get out and vote. AmyTarkanian is joining us. She's former head of the Nevada GOP. And, I know you agree with me on this, Amy, whether you happen to be, even though you are conservative, it's important for everybody across the political arena to get out and vote, because the way I look at it, you can't branch if you don't, and or have a say if you don't get out and cast your ballot.
Well, good morning, Michael. Thanks for having me on. And yes, today is a very big day. It's the first step in the process of, taking you to November. And I would say, yes, I am a conservative first, but secondly, I would want to make sure, I want to make this very clear to people. I do not vote straight ticket. Mm-hmm. What you need to do is make sure you do your due diligence. And I applaud you actually for wanting to step aside on this. And I know that may make some people uneasy. They might not like hearing me say that, but it's important that we make it easily accessible for all people to have that opportunity. But please do your homework, or at least make a phone call to someone who's done their homework and hear them out before you just go out there and willy-nilly just start picking people, maybe because you think they're pretty or
or you heard their name
sexy
or you heard their name more often than you heard somebody else's,
because you could really be doing a lot of damage, and you need to make sure that you're voting for people who are trustworthy, people who are honest, people who are going to follow through with the way that they campaign, because I heard you talking about this earlier with not being able to trust people in D.C. Mm-hmm. It happens probably 90% of the time. You hear people campaigning, and then once they're elected in office, they totally stab you in the back. So, did we sit there and we complain and moan and say, oh, nobody's listening, and how come they're not doing what they said? Well, you know what? It's your fault. Do your homework, and then hold them accountable, and make those phone calls on a regular basis. Write them letters on a regular basis. Let them hear your frustration, or vote them out.
That to me is, look, when you work at a company or what have you, and somebody is hired, it's not guaranteed that this person is going to be absolutely brilliant all the way. And if somebody doesn't work out at your company, it's a tough call, but you got to say goodbye. And you don't get to go to Washington. That's why we elect our senators and our congresspeople, et cetera, or you elect a governor to go to the state house or state representatives as well. They are there representing you. Don't forget, you are the boss. That's something I think we all forget.
Yes, exactly. And and you can't sit here and get mad at, say, like Senator Murkowski, or who represents Alaska. I think, is it Alaska?
Yeah.
Murkowski, yeah, Alaska. I mean, her constituent base is different from Nevada. So when you're watching everybody on C-SPAN, and maybe she's not going along with Senator Heller, and Heller's not getting along with Murkowski, well, you know what? It's because maybe she's listening to her base.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's listening to here at home. But, each state is different, and so you live in Nevada. People here today get to vote here in Nevada. So what is it that Nevada wants? What is it that you need? Is it Adam Laxalt for governor? Is it Steve Sisolak for governor? Is it Chris G for governor? Look and see what their core belief system is. And then obviously, unfortunately, you can't sit there, and me as a Republican, I can't go vote for Steve. I can't vote for Chris if that's who I wanted to choose at the end. But today I get to choose a Republican. I'm registered Republican, so people also don't realize the way you register is also extremely important.
Yeah.
Because in the primary, you can only vote the way you're registered. Once you get those people past the first hurdle, then you can go and pick from the top two winners.
I think you should be
in November.
You shouldn't have to register as any party. You should be able to go vote for who you want to, but nobody ever listens to me. They just don't. Makes me scratch my head. What do you think?
Or you could do like California, where they just take the top two, no matter which party they're affiliated
I'm sorry,
with.
that's too weird for me. That's like joining a commune. It's too crunchy granola for me. I just don't get it.
California. So anytime you say California here in Nevada, it's like, that's cringy enough.
Yeah, California. Very, very quickly, biggest surprise you think that could happen today? And that doesn't include your husband, Danny Tarkanian, who's running for Congress, just for full disclosure.
Yeah, he's running for Congressional District 3. Ooh, biggest surprise. Well, I know that all eyes are definitely on the Democrat gubernatorial race. I'm going to bring that up again between Chris G and Steve Sisolak.
Yeah.
Especially with Chris G getting the last push from Hillary Clinton as an endorsement. She's hoping that'll take her over the hump. But Steve has so much money that he's invested in that. My friends up north say that the north is plastered with signs and billboards everywhere. I mean, Steve is just everywhere at every turn.
Well, literally, like on 215, just past IKEA, as I'm heading into to my house, I wave to Steve every day. He's like the entire side of a building.
Yeah, well, and it's funny too because at the Starbucks right by my house, which is right in the middle of town, he's usually there.
Yeah.
So I drive by and it's like, hello, Steve. Hello, Amy.
This is gonna be like mayor of New York. What was his name? Ed. Why am I forgetting his damn name? Anyway, how am I doing? All the time. Just people running into him. It's going to be like that. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot his name. That's horrifying. Anyway.
No, that's okay. It's New York.
All right. AmyTarkanian, as always, it's great catching up with you. All the best to your hubby. And we can't take sides here, but, we wish him generically the best of luck. We just have to say it like that.
How about he's worked so hard, high five.
Okay, we'll do that. By the way, the president has endorsed Danny as well, so I point that out. 741. Yeah. Thank you, Amy. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. 741. Kastner here with you on Wake Up Las Vegas, so go out and vote. All right.